Hello dear students, today we are going to discuss about the binary file handling in Python. These topics are already discussed with you and now I'm going to recap also. So first of all you have to understand what is the binary file. As I told you, binary file is a file which is going to store the information in the same way the way it is stored in a computer memory, means in a machine language, that is 0 and 1. So in case of the binary file, there is no need to do any translation and the system is very fast. System is fastly going to be understand the content written in a binary file. But there is a one problem with the binary file. It is just like a MS Word and MS Excel file. If you have created any file in MS Word and you try to open the same file in a MS Notepad, then you are totally not able to read the content of the file. But if you open the file in a MS Word again, you are able to read the content there. So same thing is happened with the binary file. If you created any binary file, you have to write the program to read the content of the binary file also. For the binary file, the first thing you understand, we have to use the module. The module is known as the Pickle. So Pickle is the module which provide the facility to do the read and write operation with the binary file. While you are using the Pickle, so writing process of the binary file is known as the serialization and reading process is known as the unserializations. Okay, this is also known as the pickling and unpickling. For the writing in a binary file, we have to use one of the method available in a Pickle module, that is called dump, and for the reading you have another method that is called load. But while we are using the load, we have to use the concept of the exception handling also, and we have to use the try and except. So the first I am going to tell you how you are going to perform the read and write operations in a binary file. Suppose I want to write some information and in a binary file, and those informations I want to store in a list. And today we are going to discuss about how to perform the writing operation in a binary file, reading operations, searching, updating and deleting. All five operations, all five important operations I am going to discuss with you in this video, and it is very important for you, so don't forget to watch the complete video. Okay, because in a board exam definitely you are going to get the 2 questions from this topic. Okay, so this is the very important for us. Okay, so now to be continue, the first, before going to do the anything with the binary file, you have to import Pickle module. Okay, now I want to do the writing operations. Okay, so writing in a binary file, writing in a binary file you can do with this. How? So you can make a function also. So I'm going to make a function here, write. Okay, write record, something like this. And we are going to perform the read and write operations here. So first of all I have to open a file. So I'm open a file. The name of the file I'm just giving here emp.dat. I want to suppose keep the information of employee. I want to suppose keep the information of book. So now I'm making the book.dat. Okay, book.dat. So what informations we are going to store in the book file? First I'm going to write here today in a book file we have to store the information about the book. So that is the BID, book ID, B name and B price, book price. These 3 informations we are going to store in a binary file. So one book informations means you have to provide the 3 information, that is the BID, B name and B price. Okay, so now my file is open in a write mode. Okay, because I want to open the file in write mode. You can open the file in a append mode also. There is a one drawback with the write mode. If you open the file in a write mode, it is going to overwrite the content each and every time. So be careful while you are recalling the file. You are going to you are calling this function again, then definitely you ensure that the mode is the append. Otherwise your previous content is going to be delete. Okay, so now I'm using WB here first time to show that how I'm going to perform the write operations. So now I'm going to start. I want to write a loop, infinite loop. Initially, if you want to write only one record in a file, then okay, I'm going to ask some informations from ID is the function. So I'm going here write book ID. Okay, and input and enter book ID, the user supposed to be enter the value book ID, then book name. Okay, and I'm writing here input and enter book name. Okay, so fine. And then book price, so book price and equal to float input enter book price. Okay, enter book price, fine. So now it's okay for me. So book price is done. Now what I have to do, I'm going to these all informations to arrange either in list or dictionary, because in a binary file I supposed to be write one record at a time, and the record contains this three information: BID, BName and B price. Okay, book ID, book name and B price. So you have a two options: either you create a dictionary, and if I want to create a dictionary for the record, then I have to create the first empty dictionary, or I'm okay. And now I'm going to write here rec, okay, and then I'm writing here BID, and inside this I want to store the information of book ID, so I'm writing here book ID rec, and then I'm writing here bname, okay, and this is the book name, and rec means record here, and inside this I have to store the book price. So key is the book price, B price, and the value is book price. So now informations are stored in a dictionary, and this information I supposed to be write in a binary file. So what I have to do, I have to write here pickle.dump and rec. Okay, so rec is the information which I want to write inside the binary file, but I have to give the reference of the binary file also, because here you have opened the binary file book.dat, and the reference of this book.dat is kept by this file handle object known as the FOBJ. So I have to write here FOBJ also. Okay, so now my one record, I am capable to write one record at a time in this file. I am able to write one record in this file. So at last I am going to close the file, close. Okay, fine. So function is over. Now I have to call this function, because without calling I'm not able to do anything in this. Okay, because I have written the function, so function must be called for the execution. So first I have to save the program. So I'm going to save my program, my default location. As you all know, this is my Python program in a D drive, and here I'm going to select the file handling. In a Python program I'm going to select the file handling, and in this I'm going to write binary file. Okay, and here I'm writing book binary file. Okay, fine. Execute the code. So run it. Now it is asking the book ID. I'm giving the book ID B101. Book name, I'm writing Python by Anjeev Singh. Okay, and book price I'm giving 500. Fine. So my one record is written in a book, in a file. Now I have to check it. So how I'm going to check? So for this I have to open my folder, and this is my folder binary file. Look at this, D drive, Python program, file handling, binary file, and in this you can see that there is a file known as the book.dat. I'm going to open this. So I'm going to open this with the notepad. And it is asking always. No, don't try to open the always. And now you can see, now you can check the content written in this file is not readable. Few contents I'm able to read, like this bname I'm able to read, because I have written the dictionary BID, B101, bname Python, but the price, what price I have given here, that I'm totally not able to understand. Okay, and few other informations are also given in this file. This is the binary file, but I want to read the content. So how I can do these things? If I have to read this content, this content. So again I have to write the another utility, and the utility is the read record. Now I am going to perform the same thing, means I have to write the functions, and first I have to open the file. So open, and then book.dat. Okay, and this time RB means read binary. What is the meaning of RB? RB means read binary, means we are going to perform the read operation, but we are going to read the file in a binary mode, because my file is having the only one record. So I have simply write the one information, record, one instruction, record, and pickle.load. So pickle.load one argument, and that argument is the file handle. So I am giving the reference of the file object, because my file is opened and stored in a this file object. So I'm writing here pickle.load f obj. And now I'm printing this record. I'm printing this record. Okay, this record can be printed in several ways. Now I'm going to call, this time you can see write record I'm not going to call because I'm making this line as a comment. Why? Because if I'm going to call the write record, I have to enter the data again. But first I want to check if my data is written properly in this file or not. So run this program and you can see the output. The content is written properly in a file, and my program is able to read the same thing which I entered earlier. Okay. So because my file is having only one record, so I have written the simple read function here. Now I want to write more than one record at a time. Okay, so I'm going to call this write record function again. And I want to write more than one record. So how I can do this? This can be done with the help of the loop. Suppose I can ask the user, while calling the write record, I can ask the user number of records. So I'm asking here int input and how many records you want to enter. Okay, so this way you can ask the questions from the user, and now you write a loop for I in range n, and keep these all statements under the loop. Okay, so now this loop is going to ask multiple details with you multiple times, and every times it is going to create a blank dictionary, and then the dictionary with the key and value, as you can see it here, and then at last it is going to write the same information in the file. Okay, and if the number of records, suppose you have given 2, so it will ask the 2 times. If you written 3, then 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and it is going to close your file. Okay, so this is the one of the way. But look at here, I have written here WB. It means that the previous record is going to be deleted. Let's check. Don't worry, don't bother about the previous record. Okay, so first it is asking from me how many records you want to enter, and I'm saying that only 2 records I want to enter. So it is B101 and book name is IT802. Okay, and price is the 450. Now it is asking book ID. You can see again it is asking book ID, and I'm giving the B102, and this time I'm writing Python. Okay, and price is 350, something like this. And you can see the program is able to write the 2 records, but this program is reading the only 1 record, and that one is the first one. Why? What is the reason behind this? Let's understand. Let's clear this doubt. Because this read functions are performing the load function only 1 times. As you can observe that this pickle.dump is written inside the loop. So if loop is executing 2 times, means you are 2 times dumping. You are 2 times writing the record in a file. Means 2 records are there. But the load functions here, it is written only 1 time and there is no loop. It means it is going to read the record only 1 time. So 1 record is this program is going to read. Achha, one thing I am missing, I have not written here, that is the fobj.close. So don't forget to close the record. So now I'm going to modify this code, and this time I'm going to put this whole lines in a loop, and for I in range, and I'm giving the 2 here because I know there are 2 records only. So look at and run this program. Now you can see the both records are available here. Okay. Now again I'm going to modify the AB. So this time the write record functions, as you know, because I have opened this file in a WB mode, it means it's going to write the record, overwrite the previous content, and every time it is create the empty file to you. So every time you have to enter the data, there is no use of the previous data. So I'm going to change it, and this time it is AB. Okay, and now again it will ask me how many records. So this is how many records are irritating me. This is irritating me. So how can I come to know how many records in advance I have to enter? But suppose I have, so no problem. Run this code and enter the value. This time I want to enter two more records. So it is 2 more records, and press the enter key. And now it is asking you enter book ID. I am giving the B103 and book name is CPP. Price is 709.50. Book ID B104 and book name is C. Okay, and price is 4795. Okay, what happened? I have written 2 more records here. So now your file is having total 4 records, but this loop is reading only 2 records. This read function is reading only 2 records. Reason? Because you have executed this loop only 2 times. So this loop is, I'm going to change it. Why? Because every time I have to mention, suppose my file is having 20 records, so I have to make a change in my program and write 20, then only it is going to read the 20 records. So there is another solution for this. I'm going to create an infinite loop. And this load functions will be executed infinite times. But it's not happen as I assuming. Let's check this first. Run it. Okay. And now, it's asking the how many records I want to enter. I'm giving the 0. And because I don't want to enter any records here, now your program is able to read the data. Read the records from your file, but at last it is showing an error message. And what is this error? End of file error, ran out of input. Why this error occurs and happened? Because when load module is try to read the first record, it's okay, second record okay, third okay, fourth okay. But after the 4th record, there is no more record. So load is not able to get the any value, and that's why load is generating an exception, and that exception is the end of file exception. Okay. One more thing you have to observe and you have to notice. I don't know if you have noticed or not. This time, the write record functions also called. And file opened also, because after the opening the file, I have asked the how many records you want to enter. And the file is open in append binding mode. So that's why I'm able to get these records in the file. But if by mistake, if I didn't make the change here, instead of AB, if suppose WB is written here, in that case, what happened? The whole content is going to be erased. Okay. So now, thanks. Now I'm going to remove that exceptions. So how you are going to remove the exceptions? So now the one more thing I want to do, I'm going to move this statement like this way, and this whole while loop is going to be kept inside the try block. Because the statement which is going to create the exceptions, those statements supposed to be right inside the try. And now try block is going to throw an exception, because I know the name of the exception, so I can write here name of exceptions, except end of file error. And if there is any exception end of file, you just close the file and read file reading is successful. Okay, and save this, run this, and again it is asking how many records, and I'm saying I don't want to enter any more records. And now look at this time I'm not getting any error message. Okay, so I hope it is clear to all of you, okay, how you can perform the write operations and how you can perform the read operations in a file. The next is searching. Content. So for searching, if you want to search some value, what you have to do? You have to read the informations, informations from the file, and you have to match the value with a particular key. And if it is matched, then you can say the search is successful. So now I'm going to I'm going to write a function that is the search record. search record. So searching is based on the book ID, price or name, anything. It's up to you on what basis you want to search. So suppose I want to book ID. So I'm writing here book ID, input, enter book ID to search. Enter book ID to search. Okay, to search. So now you have to enter a book ID here. Now I'm going to copy this whole code here. This whole code here. Same code I'm going to copy it here. Only one thing I'm going to write here, found equal to false. Found equal to false. And now here the print statement is going to be conditional. The print statement is going to be conditional. No need of this statement, so remove it. Okay. What condition? Because you are searching, so you have to show only that record which contain the given book ID. So now you have to write here, if record BID is equal to book ID, BID equal to book ID, then print the record and make the found true, means I am able to find the record true. Okay. And if you are not able to find the record, then definitely found is the false here. Now here you have to do one more thing, and now this print file reading is successful. This is also going to be conditional. If found equal to true. You may write in this way, or you may write only if found. You may write only if found. The both are the same meaning, because the value of found is true, then if becomes true, value is found is false, then if become false. And then I'm writing here, searching is successful. Searching is successful. So my searching is successful here. Okay. And else no record found. No record found. Okay. So I don't want to write anything. So write record is gone here. Read record is also, I don't want to read the data, or I want to do the only searching. So what I have to write here? I have to write here search as search record functions. Okay. Save it, and it asks me the book ID to search. And definitely I don't want to search anything. I am giving the B105. So look, what is the message is here? The record is not found. Run this code again. Run this code again, and this time I am giving the 103. Again no record found. Why? Because my book ID is B103. It is not 103. So what I will write here, B103, and look, the searching is successful. I am able to find the record, and my record is displayed here. So this is about the searching. Next we have to talk about the updations and modifications. So how you are going to update the record? Actually, updating is the two-way process. It is a two-way process. Reading, searching and writing. Reading, searching and writing. Means you have to update a particular value. So first you have to read, then check, is it same? The record, which record you want to modify, that record is available or not. If it is available, then do the appropriate updation and rewrite the content inside the file. And while you are doing the updating, you supposed to be use the updating command, updating in a two methods. There are two ways. There's two ways in we can use here. I'm going to show you here. In a two ways you can do the updation by using the seek module, seek and tell function, seek and tell function. This is the first options. And second method is storing records in list, doing updation and doing updation and rewriting. And there's two methods, two ways. This is the this is the first one, seek and tell, and then doing updation, storing records in list, doing updation and rewriting all records in file. All records in file. By using seek and tell, first get the initial position, do the change and reposition the pointer, reposition the file pointer. Okay, I'll tell you everything, don't worry. Reposition the pointer and dump the record, and dump the record, and dump the record. So this way, records, not record. Okay, so this way we can do the updation process. This is the way of doing the updation. Okay, so now I have to write the update module. Okay, so def update record or modify record, whatever name you feel you can write here. Update or modify, the name doesn't mean here, you just meaningful name should be required here. So modify record. So first I'm going to open my file. In case of modification, in case of updation, suppose I'm going to solve this program with the help of the method 1. This is the method 1. This is the method 1 using sick and tell. Okay, this method I'm going to. So because I have to perform the both operation, read and write. So this is the most important thing you have to remember. Your file must be open in RB plus. Your file must be open in RB plus. Yes, you know what is the meaning of the plus? When you include the plus sign, with the file access mode, it means you are giving, the Python is going to open the file for the both purpose, read and write. Means read and write binary file. This is the read and write binary file. Okay, this is the meaning of this. Okay, now. So now I have to do the modification. As I told you, updation is a process of reading, searching and writing. So I'm going to copy some code from here. Okay, this code I'm going to copy. Okay, Control C. Let's see how I'm going to modify it. Okay, now copy it. So this statement is written 2 times. Remove it. Okay, found false. Try while true. Fine. First I'm opening the file. Then I'm asking the book ID which I want to modify. Enter book ID to modify their detail. Okay, details. And then I'm using this options. And now record is done. And now I'm asking record book, print record. And now I'm going to ask the another information. So record dot bname. Okay. And I want to ask equal to input, enter book name. But before reading this, I have one more variable, position equal to 0. Okay, and here I have to write position equal to f_tell. What is the use of this? Get the record beginning position. What is the meaning of get the record beginning positions? Because first I'm asking the tell and then I'm going to read the record. Means after reading of record, cursor automatically jumps to the another position. So before reading of the record, you just tell me what is the position of the file pointer. Okay. Now if record equal to BID, book ID, print record. Okay. I mean showing the record, the current informations of record. You can like this print the current information of book. Okay, this is just for the showing message. Enter book name. Suppose I want to change the book name only. Enter book name. And if you want to change the price, then write the price also, b price. Okay, and input float and input book price. Okay, and found is successful. Now because you have typed the all other information, do you want to change the book ID? Then you can ask the book ID also. Record BID, I think BID yes, and input enter book ID. Okay, so you can just do this like this. Fine, found true. Now I have to write. Reading process is done. Now I have to write the same record in the same file. So what you have to do? You have to write here pickle dot fovj dot seek and position. Okay, means now I am reposition, and here you can write 0. 0 means from the beginning of file move the cursor at the given position value. This is position is the number of bytes here. Okay, reposition the file pointer at the beginning of record. Reposition the file pointer at the beginning of record. Beginning beginning of record. Okay, okay. Now I have to do the write operations. So what I'll do, pickle dot dump and record and FOBG. Fine. So dumping is done. Okay. And then there's more records. Okay, fine. And end of error. And if it is true, updation is successful. Updation is successful. Okay, now I have to call the first time writing search record. No, I don't want to call the search record. I want to call the read record first. Then I want to call, what is the name of the function? Let I check. The function name is the modify record. Okay, so this I have to write here, modify record, and then again I want to read record, and I'm putting here print after modification. Okay, and I'm writing here before modification. Okay, print before modification. Okay, and then I'm writing here print enter details for modification. Okay, this is not required so much, but because I am going to run the different modules, so I have to check it, okay, which module is working right now. So before modification, this is the informations are available in your file. Now what I want to do, enter book ID to modify. I'm going to change the first book ID, B101. So this is the current information of book ID. What I want, V110. This is the book ID I want to do. Book name IT, so I want to write here CS083. Okay, price 550. Fine, price. Okay, so now you can check updation is successful, and after modification, what is the scene here? This is the BID. Look at here. What is the previous information? This is the previous informations, but after modification, look at the information. So information is updated. File reading is successful. That is the read record. Fine. So now you understand how can perform the updation. This is the method 1. There is a one drawback of this method. You just try to find out what is the drawback of this method. Now I'm going to use the method 2. Okay, method 2, and in a method 2 again I have to call this. Again I'm going to call this all things, all line I'm going to copy. Only one concept I have to add here. Look at this, what I'm doing in method 2. Please pay your attention. Don't forget about this, because this method 2 is only I'm going to use for the deletion of record. Okay, and this is the this time update record. The function name is change, modify के जगह पे मैं क्या लिख रहा हूँ, update record. And this time I'm not opening the file in a RB plus mode. I'm opening the file only for the read binary mode. Why? Because the every records I'm going to append in a list. Records equal to empty. Okay, and now it is reading the record. Look at this, ध्यान से देखिएगा. The file is open in this RB. Open the file, enter book ID to modify their details. Found equal to false, records equal to empty, position equal to 0. Okay, and this time we don't want any position. So remove this line. Now record is read it first, and then if record is matched, then what I will do? If record is not matched, then what I will do? I'll go to write here records dot append rec, records dot append rec. Fine, records dot append rec. Fine, there is no problem. Okay, now means every time the record is going to be append in a records list, and here instead of dump I'm not using this whole statements. Look, no changes is here. Book ID match, you have to provide the next informations, found true, and this time after the modifications again I'm writing records append and record. ठीक है, मीन्स एक लिस्ट के अंदर में हम उस रिकॉर्ड को राइट करते जा रहे हैं. अब जब हमारा रिकॉर्ड्स अपेंड हो गया, मॉडिफिकेशंस हो गया और हम फाइल से बाहर, लूप से बाहर आ गए. कहाँ आ गए? लूप से बाहर आ गए. तो हमने क्या किया? फाइल को क्लोज किया. अब फाउंड हो गया, मतलब हमारा सक्सेसफुल हो चुका है. तो अब मैं यहाँ पे क्या करूँगा, जरा ध्यान से देखिएगा. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू ओपन द फाइल अगेन. आई एम गोइंग टू ओपन द फाइल अगेन. FOBJ इक्वल टू open, and this time file is open in WB mode to overwrite previous content. मतलब पुराना सब डिलीट. हाँ, ये क्या किया? And now for rec in records, pickle dot dump rec FOBJ, okay, and FOBJ dot close. ध्यान से देखिएगा इसको. And then I'll show the message updation is successful, okay, otherwise no record found. ठीक है. और अब मैं क्या करता हूँ, this is the enter details modification by method 2, and this is not modify record, this is update record, okay, and let's check. Fine, फिर से समझा देता हूँ मैंने किया क्या इस पूरे प्रोग्राम में, इसको एक बार समझते हैं, फिर रन कराऊंगा मैं इसे. अपडेट रिकॉर्ड 2 में आई हैव ओपन द फाइल इन अ रीड बाइनरी मोड, देन आई आस्क द बुक आईडी टू मॉडिफाई द डिटेल्स, देन आई क्रिएटेड द फाउंड boolean वेरिएबल दैट इज फॉल्स, देन आई क्रिएटेड द one record list. Then I'm executing this try while true, and then record equal to pickle.load FOBJ, then if record BID, then what if the record is matched, then enter the details, current details, means it show the current details, and then it asks the new details from you. If and then it is going to append the same updated value in the records list, and if it is not match also it is going to be append the record in a records list. Then what I'm doing now, definitely after the certain time it is going to generate an exception. So after the exception, what happened? It's come at this place. Now the previous open file is going to be closed. If found equal to true means record match, record found. Then it's open the book.dat in a write binary mode, means deleting the previous content. All files, all contents are deleted. Now rec in records means it is going to read the each and every record from the records list, and again it is writing in the file. And file is closed, and this is the updation is successful. Okay, this is not the good method, but we are following this just for your understanding. Okay, so run this program, and now you can see the all informations are showing here. Okay. Next, enter book ID to modify the details. So this time I am going to change B103. And what is the book ID? So this time I am going B130 and in B133, and book name I am putting here C++. Okay, book price I am giving here 849.0. Okay, and now look at this. Record updation is done. Fine. So this way you can update the records. I hope it's clear to everyone. The last thing is left here, deletion of records. So how we can perform the deletion of record? So deleting of the records is also possible with the help of this second method of update record. I'm going to copy this. Means I want to remove that record. Control C, and here I'm pasting delete. So what I'm writing here, look at this. First I'm going to change, ध्यान से देखिएगा, first I'm going to change this method delete record. फाइल को ओपन किया रीड बाइनरी मोड में and enter book ID to delete. Okay, now records again. I'm taking the same concept and this time I'm not going to do anything. This time I'm not going to ask to do anything. Okay, now it is asking found equal to true, and this append records line is going to be removed from here. Found equal to true, and now I'm just nothing else. I'm just writing found equal to true, nothing else. If it is not matched, then write the value in the records, and if it is matched, so leave it. If it is matched, then leave it. Okay, and at last, now same process, and instead of updation, you write deletion is successful. Deletion is successful, and otherwise no record found. Enter details for deletion. Deletion. Before deletion, and after deletion. Okay, and instead of this, I'm going to call delete record. Okay, fine. Run this code, F5. And now it is asked the delete. This time I'm giving the first wrong information. I don't want to delete the any more record. First I want to check no record found. What message is showing? No record found. Now I want to delete this one, 102. I want to delete this record. Okay, so I have to run this code again. So run it. And this enter book ID to delete. So 102, B102. Okay, and look, deletion is successful, and you can check your file. There is no B102 records are available. So fine, now you are able to delete the record also. Fine. So this is a complete program about the binary file handling. I hope you are able to understand this. But now this program, because I have written several functions, and I already discussed about this, how you are going to execute the functions, how you are going to call the functions. So one by one you have to call the functions as per your requirement. But suppose if you want a menu driven program, then how you can do this? So this can be done with the help of the using loop and switch case statement. What you have to do, you just write a infinite loop. First I'm writing here print menu based file handling program. Okay, and then while true print, and here I'm writing binary binary file. Okay, binary file book. Okay, main menu. Okay, and now what options you want to give here? Just write print one write. Okay, and in short I'm writing here in one line only /n/t. Here also I want to put the /t. Okay, and I'm just copying it. Control C, Control V. Okay, write 1 2 में क्या करवाओगे? रीड. ओके, रीड 3 में क्या करवाना है भैया? 3 एक स्पेस डाल देता हूँ so that it becomes readable properly. ओके, एंड 3 में रीड नहीं होगा. 3 में रीड के बाद सर्च, एंड यहाँ पे हो गया फोर्थ में अपडेट. अब अपडेट आपको सोचना है कि आप कौन सा मेथड यूज़ करोगे. मैं तो सेकंड मेथड यूज़ करूँगा अभी, बट बोर्ड एग्जाम के लिए द फर्स्ट वन इज़ द इम्पॉर्टेंट. डिलीट एंड सर्च हो गया, रीड हो गया. रीड को डिस्प्ले लिख देता हूँ. क्या लिख देता हूँ? डिस्प्ले. ठीक है, डिस्प्ले. और एक लास्ट ऑप्शन दे दो, एग्जिट 6 एग्जिट. ठीक है, इसको ब्रेक कर देता हूँ यहाँ से, दूसरे लाइन में ले जाता हूँ, देखता हूँ कोई एरर आएगा। यहाँ पे क्या लिखना पड़ेगा, एक स्लैश लगाना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। मल्टी लाइन स्ट्रिंग बन गया। एंड नाउ व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, वी हैव टू राइट हियर इफ choice equal to input, enter your choice, okay, 1 to 6, fine. And now if choice equal to 1, तो क्या होगा, choice record, ठीक है। else elif choice equal to 2, then क्या होगा, read record, okay. if choice equal to 3, then search record, okay. if choice equal to 4, क्या होगा, next choice equal to 4, choice 4 में क्या कराना है, हमें अपडेट कराना है। तो मैं ये वाला अपडेट करूँगा। कौन सा था हमारा सेकंड मेथड, क्या था, अपडेट साइज था, आई थिंक द सेकंड मेथड इज अपडेट रिकॉर्ड, ठीक है, अपडेट रिकॉर्ड, ओके। एनीवन आई कैन कॉल elif choice equal to 5, तो हमारा ये वाला लिख लेते हैं। इनको तो मैं कमेंट ही रहने देता हूँ, इन सबको नीचे रहने देता हूँ। यहाँ से जस्ट आई एम कॉपिंग, कंट्रोल C and control V, and elif choice equal to 6, break। अब एक प्रॉब्लम है इसमें, because I have written all the numeral value but I have entered the value in a string, so either I have to make this इसको string बनाना होगा, otherwise what I have to do, I have to write int before input, convert the data type, and else print invalid choice, ठीक है। and I want after menu, and there is one statement, input, enter, press enter key to continue, okay. So now this is the final project, in binary file handling। हम नीचे के सारे को मैंने कमेंट बना दिया, सेव किया, F किया, एंड लुक, ओहो हो, चेक, नाउ लुक, फाइन। मैं 6 दे के बाहर निकलूँ एक बार, बिकॉज ये थोड़ा सा देखने में मुझे ठीक नहीं लग रहा है, तो आई हैव टू ब्यूटीफाई, प्रोग्राम ब्यूटीफाई होना चाहिए। 6 के बाद मुझे यहाँ पे एक स्पेस डालना था, और यहाँ पे बाकी ठीक है। एक आपका सिस्टम CLS होता है स्क्रीन क्लियर करने के लिए, तो यू कैन यूज़ दिस लेटर ऑन। तो नाउ राइट 1, हाउ मेनी रिकॉर्ड्स, आई वांट ओनली 1 रिकॉर्ड्स, B1110, and book ID, book name, Anjeev Singh question bank, price 450, okay, press enter and key to continue. Now second display, and look, Anjeev Singh is added at the last, okay. So reading successful, press any key to continue, enter, press enter, search. Now I want to search my record, book B10 test, look, records is available. Next I want to change, update, so B110, what I want to do, B111, I110, I don't want to change the, just only name I want to change, है ना, question bank IT 802 by Anjeev Singh, okay, price 550, done. So updations, the current informations of book this, and enter book ID, okay. So it is asking enter book name, enter book price, the current information is this, why it is calling again, okay, 111 B111 question bank IT 802, okay, price 550, ठीक है, updation successful, there is some mistake, I'll check 5. Now I want to delete the same record, okay, deletion is successful. Now I want to check deletion is done or not, yes, it is deleted, 2 records are deleted, okay. And next press enter and 6 exit, okay. So this way you can make the complete binary file. And here update record, I have to check what is the problem with the update, delete, update current information. Why it's asked the 2 times from me? Delete, and this is the modify. Fine. So this is the complete tutorial of binary file handling. I hope you understand the whole concepts. So we will meet in the next class. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.